Hello my dear students, hope you all are fine and safe at your home. In the previous classes we are studying about different ways of arrangement. So today we can check how to derive the formula for that, and that formula is related to permutation because permutation meaning is arrangement there. So suppose first I am giving you example and after that we can check how the formula will come. And one restriction is there, you can use the formula only when the digits are or the objects, the digits or the numbers or the alphabets, letters are not repeated. Repetition is not allowed. Then only we can use the formula there. Okay. So afterwards we will study the different cases also. So suppose you have 7 numbers are there with you and you have to make a 3-digit number from this 7 number. Okay. So you have the 7 numbers and we have to make a 3-digit number using these 7 numbers. So how you can fill the first place? First place can be filled in 7 ways. How we can fill the second place? Second place can be filled in how many ways? It can be filled in 6 ways. Third place can be filled in how many ways? 5 ways there. So just to check, you have how many numbers? 7 numbers we have there. The first place can be filled in 7 ways. Second place can be filled in 6 ways. Third place can be filled in how many ways? 5 ways there. So if you will check the first one, that is 7. Which place that one is? First place. So first place can be filled in 7 way only. This is the first place there. Second place, how we filled there? Second place can be filled in 6 ways. How we got there? 7 minus 1. Correct? Now, third place can be filled in how many ways? 5 ways. 5 ways, how it will come? That will come 7 minus 2. So, just to check the places and the numbers which we are writing there. If in this way, if so, other numbers are there. So, if suppose I have to make a 4-digit number there, then this place can be filled in how many ways? 4 ways. So 4 here. How we will get 4 there? This is the 4th place which we are filling and here it will come 7 minus 3. Correct? So this I am writing so that when I will write the letters there, then it will be easy for you to understand. Okay. Now check. The first place can be filled in 7 ways. Second place can be filled in 7 minus 1 way. Just to check this number there. Okay. Then third place, this number is same only. Third place can be filled in how many ways? 7 minus 2 ways. Third place, and here we wrote here 2 there. Fourth place can be filled in how many ways? 3 ways there. So just to check there. Whatever number, whatever places are there, that place we are doing it by minus 1 there. Correct? In the same way, if we have n objects, and we have r places to fill there. Okay, how many places we have? R places to fill. R places to fill there. So the first place, in this way n objects are there and r places are there to fill. So first place can be filled in how many ways? Obviously n way. Second place can be filled in how many ways? N minus 1 way. Third place can be filled in how many ways? N minus 2 ways. In this way, the rth place can be filled in how many ways? So just to check there, when we filled the 4th place there, that can be filled in 7 minus, how 3 will come? That will come in this way. 4 minus 1. Correct? Then only whatever places you are writing, you are subtracting from 7, that place minus 1. Correct? Just to check here. The third place can be filled in how many ways? 7 minus 2 ways. So number of place subtracted from 1. So in the same way, rth place can be filled in how many ways? N minus rth place subtracted from 1. So it will be equal to, means 1 is subtracted from r. So it will come r minus 1. So clear? Just to check here, relate with this. Okay. First place can be filled in 7 way. Second place can be filled in 7 minus 1. So whatever the place, the value of the place, and then minus 1 you will do, then you will get the number there. So in the same way here, n objects are there and our places are there to fill. So the first place can be filled in n way, second place can be filled in n minus 1 way, third in this way, rth place can be filled in n minus r minus 1 way. So this one I just explained you there. Now we are going to check how we will derive the formula for permutation. So just write down all of you. Put the heading there, permutation. Permutation. Now write down there, permutation of n objects. Permutation means arrangement. Okay. Permutation of n objects taken are at a time. Permutation of n objects taken are at a time is denoted by, permutation of n objects taken are at a time is denoted by, this is the symbol, okay, is denoted by NPR, or in some books it can be written in this way also, PNR. Permutation of n objects taken are at a time is denoted by NPR or PNR and is given by NPR is equal to, so as we wrote there, we have n objects, so but total numbers we are not taking, we are taking only r numbers from there. So first place can be filled in how many ways? N ways. And second place, so if and is there means what we are using? Multiplication. So directly we are writing here NPR is equal to n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 etc. Already I explained to you there how we got this one. So I am multiplying it by negative sign, then it will come n minus r plus 1 way. Correct. So NPR is equal to n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 etc. n minus r plus 1. Now what we have to do? We have to change this one in the form of factorial. But we know factorial will come when it will come product of first n natural numbers. So natural numbers already we started with n there. But if the last number will come in the form 3, 2, 1, then only we can say it is the product of first n natural numbers. So now here, to convert it in the form of factorial, we have to reduce the values there, correct? So here, just to check there, n minus r plus 1 there. What will be the next one when we are using factorial there? How we are writing n factorial can be written as n into n minus 1 factorial. Then again n minus 1 factorial can be written as n minus 1 into n minus 2 factorials. In this way we are writing in the same way. Now we are going to change it in terms of factorial. So n minus r plus 1 is there. What will be the next number? Obviously we have to subtract 1. So next number it will be equal to n minus r. Correct? Subtracted 1 from this one. Now again if I will subtract, what will come here? N minus r minus 1. Again if I will subtract, what will come here? N minus r minus 2. So in this way it will go on decreasing and at last we will get the numbers 3 to 1. So what I did, this was the expression for this was the formula for NPR. In this formula I multiplied it by n minus r into n minus r minus 1 in this way multiplied. So if I am multiplying, to balance it what I have to do? I have to divide also. So multiplied and divide by the expression n minus r into n minus r minus 1 into n minus r minus 2 etc. up to 3 into 2 into 1. So if you will check this one, this is the product of our numerator is the product of first n natural number. Just to check 1, 2, 3, 4 etc. in between some numbers are there and at last we are getting n. So this is the product of first n natural numbers and product of first n natural numbers is n factorial that we studied in the previous class. Okay. Now here denominator you just check there. We started with 1, 2, 3, 4, but we haven't reached till n. Till where we reached? Till n minus r. So this is the product of first n minus r natural numbers. So this will be equal to n minus r factorial. So this is the formula for permutation of n objects taking r at a time. Means permutation, arrangement of 7 numbers taken 4 at a time. So NPR is equal to n factorial by n minus r factorial. But just remember one thing, to use this formula, repetition not allowed. Then only we can use the formula. Okay, now we will do some question based on this formula. So remember, repetition not allowed. Okay, so first question, all of you, just to check, first question is evaluate 5p3. Evaluate 5p3. So what we wrote formula? NPR is equal to n factorial by n minus r factorial. So 5p3 will be equal to 5 factorial by 5 minus 3 factorial. Just to check, I am not writing here 5 factorial minus 3 factorial. 5 minus 3 in bracket and then factorial. So 5 factorial, 5 minus 3 will come 2 factorial. Okay, 5 factorial can be written as 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 factorial we can write, because in denominator we are getting 2 factorial. So 2 factorial written here, 2 factorial and 2 factorial will get cancelled there, remaining you can multiply, then you will get here 60. Clear how to use the formula? Then next one, 10p10. 10p10. What will come 10p10? Yes, it will be equal to 10 factorial by 10 minus 10 factorial. So that will be equal to 0 factorial. So it will come here 10 factorial. What is the value of 0 factorial? 0 factorial is 1. So 10p10 is equal to 10 factorial. 10 factorial you don't have to calculate there. Why I gave this question there? Because we wrote the formula if n objects are there and we are taking r objects at one time there. So as we said there, the first place, if suppose you have 4 numbers and you have to make a 4-digit number from this. We have 4 numbers and we are making a 4-digit number from this one. So first place can be filled in how many ways? 4 ways. Second place can be filled in 3 ways. Then third place can be filled in 2 ways. Last place can be filled in 1 way only there. So if n objects are there and we have to fill all n objects, then how the formula will become then? The formula will come in this way. NPN is equal to n factorial by n minus n factorial. So just now we said there, if all objects we have to do, if suppose 4 numbers are there and 4 places are there, so they can be arranged in 4 factorial ways. So here also, if n objects are there and n places are there, so they can be arranged in how many ways? N factorial ways. So n factorial is equal to n factorial by 0 factorial. 0 factorial we can shift here and n factorial we are shifting to right hand side. Then we will get here 0 factorial is equal to n factorial by n factorial. Both will get cancelled and what we will get, the value is equal to 1. So when I started the class, when I started the concept of factorial, that time I told you that 0 factorial you write at present 1. Later we will prove how 0 factorial is coming 1. So this is the proof for 0 factorial is equal to 1. So if 10 numbers are there and you have to fill 10 places, that can be done in 10 factorial ways. You don't have to write the formula also for that. If 5 numbers are there and you are making a 5-digit number, that can be done in 5 factorial ways. Okay. Now all of you write down the second question. The second question is, find if Pn4 is equal to 20 into Pn Pn2. Find n. It is given Pn4 is equal to 20 into Pn2. Find n. If in this way you have any problem to write, you can write as we are writing, because usually this one we will use here. Here it is written Np4 is equal to 20 into Np2. So Np2 we will shift here to left hand side. Then it will be equal to Np4 by Np2 is equal to 20. Now Np4, according to the formula, what will come? It will come n factorial by n minus 4 factorial divided by Np2 will be equal to n factorial by n minus 2 factorial is equal to 20. So now what we will do? We'll change the division into multiplication. Then it will be equal to n factorial by n minus 4 factorial into n minus 2 factorial by n factorial is equal to 20. Anything will get cancelled here. N factorial and n factorial will get cancelled there. So remaining it will be equal to n minus 2 factorial by n minus 4 factorial. N minus 2 factorial by n minus 4 factorial is equal to 20. So again how we will do now here? Now just to check which number is greater. N minus 2 is greater or n minus 4 is greater? Obviously n minus 2 is greater. Now we are going to use the concept of factorial. Which one? N can be written as n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 factorial. So we'll use this property till we get the denominator here. So we have to start, first write down that number itself and then subtract 1 from that number there. So first it will be equal to n minus 2. Now if you will subtract 1, what will come? N minus 2 minus 1. So that will be equal to n minus 3. We haven't got the denominator. Again subtract 1 from this one. Then n minus 3 minus 1. Then it will be equal to n minus 4. So here we will stop. N minus 4 factorial by n minus 4 factorial is equal to 20. So here n minus 4 factorial will get cancelled there. N minus 2 into n minus 3 is equal to 20. So as I said in the previous class, either you can convert it into quadratic equation and you can do, otherwise left hand side is a product of two consecutive numbers. So right hand side also we will express it as a product of two consecutive numbers only, not any other number, two consecutive numbers. So just to check 20, product of two consecutive numbers, 5 4s are 20. So 20 can be written as 4 into 5. Now how we will solve it now here? What is the smaller number here? Out of these two, which number is smaller? Which number is smaller, n minus 2 or n minus 3? Obviously n minus 3 is smaller. And what is the smaller number here? 4. So we will write directly n minus 3 is equal to 4. From here you will get n is equal to 4 plus 3, 7. So it depends on you. Either you can compare the smaller number or the greater number. Answer will come same in both the cases there. So in this way also you can do. Otherwise if you have to use quadratic formula, you multiply this expression and shift 20 also to left hand side, and then you can use quadratic formula and solve the quadratic equation. But in this way, in 2 steps your answer will come. But you have to know 20 can be written as the product of which two consecutive numbers. Is it clear? Okay. Now just to check the next question, it is written question number 3. We have here, if 5PR is equal to, in the question it is given 5PR is equal to 2 into 6PR minus 1. Find R. 5PR is equal to 2 into 6PR minus 1. Find R. So first we can use the formula. 5PR can be written as 5 factorial by 5 minus R factorial. is equal to, this is 2 into, don't write 2 into 6, 12. This is not the number, this is with this one. Okay, this expression there. So 2 we will write as it is. 6pr minus 1 can be written as 6 factorial by 6 minus, whenever negative sign is there and after the negative sign you have two expressions, then put the bracket there. Okay, 6 minus r minus 1 factorial. Now we will open that bracket. Then we will get here 5 factorial by 5 minus r factorial is equal to 2 into 6 factorial by, when we will open the bracket, what will come here? 6 minus r plus 1. So we will get here 7 minus r factorial. Now what we will do, except 2, rest all they are in factorial. So rest all we can shift to left hand side there. So this will go to numerator and 6 factorial will come to denominator. So we will get here 5 factorial into 7 minus r factorial by 5 minus r factorial into 6 factorial is equal to 2. Now we have to simplify it. We have 5 factorial and 6 factorial here. Which one is greater? 6 is greater. So 6 can be written as 6 into 5 factorial. Now out of these two, which one is greater? 7 minus r is greater or 5 minus r is greater? Yes, obviously 7 minus r is greater. So again we will keep on subtracting 1 till we will get here 5 minus r factorial. So first expression what will come? 7 minus r only. Okay. Next what will come? Just subtract 1. What will come? 7 minus r minus 1. So that will be equal to 6 minus r. Now again subtract 1. 6 minus r minus 1. So that will be equal to 5 minus r factorial. We have here 5 minus r factorial. That's why we are stopping here. If here 4 minus r factorial is there, then we will keep on subtracting till we get the expression 4 minus r. So we will stop here now. 5 minus r factorial we got here. By denominator 5 minus r factorial into 6 factorial can be written as 6 into 5 factorial is equal to 2. Now what are the things will get cancelled here? 5 factorial cancelled. 5 minus r factorial also will get cancelled there. Now 6 we can shift to right hand side there. Now what is remaining here? 7 minus r into 6 minus r is equal to 12. Again left hand side is a product of two consecutive numbers. So 12 also we can represent as a product of two consecutive number. Which will come? Yes, 12 can be written as 4 into 3. So just to write down there, in place of 12 we can write here 4 into 3. Now which one is greater? Here we have 7 minus r and here we have 4. 4 only is greater there. So we can write down there 7 minus r is equal to 4. Minus r we can shift to right hand side and 4 we can shift to left hand side. So 7 minus 4, 3 is equal to r. If you will compare this one, then also you will get the same only. 6 minus r is equal to 3, then r is equal to 6 minus 3. Compare any one only, either the smaller one or the greater one. It depends on you. So I think this question is clear. Okay. Now check the next question. Next question is, if 10pr is equal to, question number 4 is, if 10pr is equal to 5040, find r. 10pr is equal to 5040 is given. You have to find out the value of r. So again we will use the formula. 10pr can be written as 10 factorial by 10 minus r factorial is equal to 5040. Correct? 10 factorial by 10 minus r factorial is equal to 5040. Now 10 minus r factorial I am shifting to right hand side and 5040 I am shifting to left hand side there. Then it will be equal to 10 factorial by 5040 is equal to 10 minus r factorial. Correct? Now 10 factorial, how we will rewrite? It can be written as 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Correct? By 5040. 5040 here. Now just to check how we can cancel it there. First, cancel there. 9 and 504. 5 plus 4, 9. So we can cancel it by 9. What will come? 9 ones are 9. Here 9 6 are 54. So 9 5s are 45. 9 6 are 54. Okay. Now by which one? By 8 we can cancel. 8 sevens are 56. Then 7 and 7 also will get cancelled there. So what is remaining here? In the right hand side we have here 10 minus r factorial. So just to check now, in the left hand side what is the expression remaining? Till here everything cancelled there. Remaining is 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. What is that? 6 factorial. Correct? So we can write down there 10 minus r factorial is equal to what we got? 6 factorial. So just don't compare this one. Just compare the expression there. So from here what will come? 10 minus r is equal to 6. So what will be the value of r from here? R is equal to 4. Clear? Okay. Now next question is, as you can check, question number 5. Question number 5 is written 2n plus 1 p n minus 1 is to 2n minus 1 pn is equal to 3 is to 5. Find n. Now again we will use the formula 2n plus 1 pn minus 1. Then 2n plus 1 will be equal to 2n plus 1 factorial by 2n plus 1 minus sign. Since two expressions are there, put the bracket, n minus 1 factorial. Is to means divided by. They are in the ratio. Here also it will come 2n minus 1 factorial by 2n minus 1. Since only one expression is there, then bracket is not required there. N factorial is equal to 3 by 5. They are in the ratio 3 is to 5. Now we'll open the bracket and we'll change the division also in terms of multiplication. Two things we are going together there. So first what will come? 2n plus 1 factorial. 2n plus 1 factorial by here 2n plus 1. When you will open the bracket, it will be equal to minus n plus 1. Correct? I am writing somewhere. It will come 2n plus 1 minus n plus 1. So 2n minus n will be equal to n plus 2. So we are getting here n plus 2 factorial into. I said we are subtracting and we are changing the division into multiplication. So obviously it will go to numerator. 2n minus n will be equal to n. So we will get here n minus 1 factorial by 2n minus 1 factorial is equal to 3 by 5. Now once again what we have to do? We have to check the greater number and we have to keep on subtracting there. 2n plus 1 and here we have 2n minus 1. So obviously this number is greater, and here also you check. Here we have n plus 2 and here we have n minus 1. So this number is greater there. So first we are subtracting from here 2n plus 1. So first expression will come 2n plus 1 only. Second one, subtract 1, what will come? Minus 1 if you will do, you will get here 2n. Again minus 1 you will do, then you will get 2n minus 1. So we'll stop here. 2n minus 1 factorial into n minus 1 factorial we'll write down as it is by n plus 2 factorial. How we can rewrite? First it will come n plus 2. Subtract 1, what will come? N plus 2 minus 1. So that will come n plus 1. Again subtract 1, n plus 1 minus 1. Then we will get here n. Again subtract 1, then what will come? N minus 1. Now we will stop here. N minus 1 factorial is equal to 3 by 5. Now what are the things will get cancelled? We can check here. N minus 1 factorial will get cancelled. Then 2n minus 1 factorial, I think not written here. It was there here. 2n minus 1 factorial. That also will get cancelled. So remaining what are the things we have here? N and n also will get cancelled there. Any other thing will get cancelled? No. So remaining we have here 2n plus 1 into 2 by n plus 2 into n plus 1 is equal to 3 by 5. Correct? These all expressions correct only. 2n plus 1 into 2 only is remaining. Okay. Now what we will do? Cross multiplication here. So 5 2s are 10. So 10 into 2n will be equal to 20n plus 10. Here 3 into just multiply, then it will be equal to n square plus n plus 2n will be equal to 3n plus 2. Now we can shift this expression also to right hand side, and I am multiplying this by 3 also. So 3n square plus 9n plus 6 minus 20n minus 10 is equal to 0. So 3n square, 9n minus 20. So that will be equal to minus 11n. 6 minus 10 will be equal to minus 4 is equal to 0. So can we use factorization here? Okay, so we have to find two numbers whose sum should be equal to minus 11 and whose product should be equal to minus 12. So what are the two numbers will come? Yes, sum should be equal to minus 11 and product should be equal to minus 12. Minus 12 and 1 only. Okay, so we'll write here 3n square minus 12n plus n minus 4 is equal to 0. Common factor in these two terms, 3n taken outside. Inside the bracket what will remain there? N minus 4. N minus 4 plus. In these two terms, if no common factor is there, we can write here 1. So 1 into n minus 4 is equal to 0. So we are getting here n minus 4 into 3n plus 1 is equal to 0. Product of two expressions equal to 0. This is possible when one of the numbers should be equal to 0. So if n minus 4 is equal to 0 or 3n plus 1 is equal to 0. If n minus 4 is equal to 0, we will get n is equal to 4. And if this expression is equal to 0, then we will get n is equal to minus 1 by 3. Which value is applicable? N is equal to 4. Why? Because concept of these factorial everything is possible only in natural numbers there. So negative numbers or fractions are not applicable. So value will be equal to n is equal to 4. So I think these questions are clear to you. Okay. Now we'll do some word problems based on the formulas. Okay. Already we did some problems there that we did directly. This place can be filled in this ways. Now how to use the formula. So you can check the question. It is written, how many 6-digit numbers can be formed from the digits? How many 4-digit numbers can be formed from the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if no digit is repeated? So obviously to use the formula, repetition not allowed. How many digit number we want? We want a 4-digit number there. And how many digits are available with us? 6 digits are available with us. So can we have to take all 6 digits at a time? No. We need a 4-digit number. So at a time we will take how many digits? 4 digits only we will take. So directly you can write down there. Total numbers is equal to 6p4 over there. Arrangement of 6 numbers taken 4 at a time. Now you can use the formula. 6 factorial by 6 minus 4 will be equal to 2 factorial. Now just simplify it. 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 factorial by 2 factorial. Both will get cancelled there. 6 5s are 30. 4 3s are 12. So 30 into 12 will be equal to 12 3s are 36. So total 360 numbers are possible. So clear how to use the formula? Okay. Now check the next one. Question number 7 is, how many 3-digit numbers are there with no digit repeated? We need 3-digit numbers. Where are the numbers with us? Yes, we have the numbers from 0 to 9. So total how many numbers we have? 10 numbers we have there. And we need a 3-digit number only. So at a time we will take how many numbers? Yes, we will take only 3 numbers. So what will come here? 10p3. Is it correct? We are arranging the numbers from 0 to 9 and the condition is there that we need a 3-digit number only. But when we arranged in this way, some cases will come when 0 will come in the hundreds place. That numbers we don't want there. So that numbers we have to subtract when 0 is there in the hundreds place. So if you will fix 0 in the hundreds place, now total how many numbers? 0 we removed there. That 0 already there in hundreds place. Now we have the numbers from 1 to 9 and we are filling only 2 places. So it will be equal to minus 9p2. 9p2 means out of this number we subtracted that number where 0 is there in the hundreds place. Clear why we did this subtraction? Okay, now we have to do the simplification. 10p3 is 10 factorial by 10 minus 3, that will be equal to 7 factorial, minus 9p2 will be equal to 9 factorial by 9 minus 2, 7 factorial. 10 factorial can be written as 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 factorial by 7 factorial, minus 9 factorial can be written as 9 into 8 into 7 factorial by 7 factorial. 7 factorial will get cancelled there. Now to make the calculation easy, what we can do? Just to check in these two expression 9 and 8, they are the common factors there. So that you can take outside. 9 into 8 taken outside. What will remain here in the bracket? 10 will remain there. And here what will remain? Minus 1 will remain there. So it will be equal to 9 into 8 into 9. 9 9s are 81 into 8. So 8 1s are 8, 8 8s are 64. Either you can use this method or directly you can do the multiplication here and you can subtract. So which one is easy, that you can use. Okay. Now next number is, next question number 8 is, how many 3-digit even numbers can be made using the digit 7, 8, 9, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now here these are the numbers available with us and we have to make a 3-digit even number. Okay. We want a 3-digit number that should be an even number there. So for even number, what is the condition? In the unit place, we want only even numbers. So just to check how many even numbers are available with us. 1, 2, 3. And to fill this place, how many even numbers we need at a time? 1 even number only we need there. So this place can be filled in how many ways? Just to check, we have 3 even number and 1 place only is there. So that place can be filled in 3p 1 way. Okay, 3p 1 way. So when we filled this place means we used 1 number. So suppose we used the number 2 there. Now how many numbers are available with us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers are available with us. And how many places we have to fill? We have to fill 2 places there. So that will be equal to 6p2. Clear? The concept is getting? Just to check here. we need an even number there. So we know the condition of even number. In the unit place we want only even number. So we are checking the options which are available with us. So we have the numbers here 2, 4 and 8. So in this place, one place only is there and we have 3 numbers available with us. So this place can be filled in 3p1 ways. So when we filled this place means we filled one number here. So that's why I said you just cut 2 there. Now remaining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 numbers are there and at a time we have to use only 2 numbers. So this place can be filled in 6p 2 ways. So just write down there, total is equal to 6p2 into 3p1. Now we'll use the formula. 6p2, what will come? 6 factorial by 6 minus 2, 4 factorial, into here 3 factorial by 3 minus 1, 2 factorial. Now just to simplify it, 6 factorial can be written as 6 into 5 into 4 factorial. 3 factorial can be written as 3 into 2 factorial. 2 factorial, 2 factorial cancelled. Here 4 factorial cancelled. 6 5s are 30 and 30 into 3 is 90. So total 90 numbers will be there in this case. Okay, clear this one? Okay. Now just to check the next one. Question number 9 is written, how many numbers of different 4-letter words. Find the number of different 4-letter words that can be formed by the letters of the word number. We have the word number, N-U-M-B-E-R, and we have to make 4-letter word there, with or without meaning there. We want a 4-letter word. So just write down there, total words is equal to, how many letters are available with us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 letters are available with us and we need a 4-letter word there. So at a time we use how many letters? 4 letters. So it will be equal to 6p4. So just to simplify it, 6p4. So that will be equal to 6 factorial by 6 minus 4, 2 factorial. 6 factorial is 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 factorial by 2 factorial. 2 factorial, 2 factorial cancelled. Again 4 3s are 12. 6 5s are 30. 30 into 12 will be equal to 360. Now next one, question number 10, you can check. The questions are only very long. Solution is very simple only. Correct? When it will be simple? When you will use it correctly. From among 36 teachers in a school, one principal and one vice principal are to be appointed. In how many ways this can be done? Total how many teachers are there? 36 teachers are there, and from 36 teachers we need one principal and one vice principal. So how many we need? We need 2 at a time there. So just write down there, total ways is equal to, what will come? Yes, total ways will be equal to 36p2. Clear? Now just write down there 36 factorial by 36 minus 2. So that will come 34 factorial. Now it will be equal to 36 into 35 into 34 factorial by 34 factorial. These two will get cancelled there. And 36 into 35, you just multiply and write down the answer. I am not going to do the multiplication there. Okay. Now next question is, in how many ways can 5 children stand in a queue? In how many ways can 5 children stand in a queue? 5 children are there, and how they will stand? 1 children only will stand, then queue will not be there, na? All 5 children we need there. So 5 children are there, and to stand in queue we need all the 5 children also. So just write down there, total ways is equal to all 5 children we need. So that will be equal to 5p5, means we are taking all at a time. All 5 children we need to make a queue there. So arrangement of 5 children taken all at a time, 5p5. So that will be equal to 5 factorial by 0 factorial. 0 factorial is 1. So it is equal to 5 factorial. And value of 5 factorial is? Yes, correct. That is equal to 120. Some values you should remember so that you can write it directly. Next one, question number 12. How many words with or without meaning can be formed using the letters of the word triangle? Triangle. A-N-G-L-E. How many words are possible? It is not written how many words, how many 4-letter word or 5-letter word. It is written how many words can be formed using the letters of the word triangle. Using the letters of the word triangle means we have to use all the letters. Correct? We have to use all the letters of the word triangle. So how many letters are there? Just to check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you have to use all the 8 letters of the word triangle. So just write down there, total words is equal to 8 letters are there and we are using all 8 letters at a time. So total words will be equal to 8 factorial. And just to check what is the value of 8 factorial. Okay. Now question number 13 is written. How many 3-digit even numbers can be made from the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? No digit is repeated. How many 3-digit even numbers can be formed? Okay, again we need even number there and it should be a 3-digit number. So how many even numbers are there with us? We have 2 and 4. So 2 numbers are there and 1 place is there to fill. So that can be done in 2p 1 ways. So this place we filled there. So suppose we filled the number 4 here. Now how many numbers are remaining with us? 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers are remaining with us and we have 2 places to fill. So that can be done in 4p 2 ways. So just write down there. Total is equal to 4p2 into 2p1. So 4p2 means that is 4 factorial by 2 factorial and 2p1 meaning that is 2 factorial by 2 minus 1 factorial is 1 factorial. So 4 factorial can be written as 4 into 3 into 2 factorial by 2 factorial. 2 factorial is 2 by 1. 2 factorial will get cancelled. Here it will be equal to 4 3s are 12, 12 2s are 24. So total 24 even numbers are possible. So I hope today's concepts are clear to you. You can use the formula if it is clear to you. Otherwise you can use the old concept also. Okay. Now all of you just check your homework. But it will be better if you will use the formula because in the next class, we will study some conditions which will be based on this formulas only. Okay. So, your homework is exercise 7.3 from question number 1 to question number 8. So, it is my suggestion that you just do the homework using the formula only. And in case of any doubt, you can ask. Thank you.